Local veterinarians.
The Knights posted a dismal 11-16 regular season record in 2009. They look to improve heavily in 2010, led by a veteran group of seniors. Do they have a secret bullpen weapon this year? Brandon Ortega lets us in on the Bishop Montgomery campus.
Bishop Montgomery returns to the Diamond in 2010 with an even blend of newcomers and experienced returners. Last season, the Knights finished third in the Delray League and were knocked out in the first round of the CIF playoffs. After an early exit in last year's postseason, head coach Andy Marafino has heavily focused on fundamentals in the offseason.
We need these guys to understand that they need to use the whole field more. You know, a lot of guys are trying to pull the ball. They get frustrated. You know, I think that's part of our inconsistency is they get a little frustrated and they start to press. You know, we've had that happen a couple of Winter League games. They know they can do well, and they know they should be hitting this certain particular pitcher, and they're not, and they get frustrated, and they just keep pressing and pressing and pressing.
This year, the biggest change to the pitching staff will be the return of Eddie McLaughlin. McLaughlin had great freshman and sophomore campaigns, but missed his entire junior year after suffering an accident in the Winter Ball League game just before his junior season started. McLaughlin couldn't be happier to be rejoining his team this year. How was it, sitting out last year and having to just watch your teammates play without you?
Yeah, well, it was hard to watch and got pretty boring. Couldn't do anything, but it was still fun to watch my teammates play and support them. He's the main part of our pitching staff, and in his sophomore year, we made it semifinals because of him. And this year, we should be able to go a pretty long way.
Along with the return of McLaughlin, Coach Marafino is expecting another big year from his other senior captain, A.J. Kissinger.
Both of the captains are incredibly bright kids. They're bright baseball-wise, but even more so, they're bright in the classroom. A.J. is a very personable young man, very polite, very respectful. One of the harder workers that we've had here, over the years. Just leaves practice every day, sweating. His t-shirt's always, if he's wearing a gray t-shirt, it's dark gray by the time he's done because he's sweating through it.
For me personally, especially as all the seniors, we just gotta, it's our last year. We want to go out with the bang, so at the same time, we kind of want to, mentor the younger kids and make sure that they have a great experience this year and they have something to, lean back on next year when they're without us,
Coach Marafino enters his 12th season as head coach of the Knights. After a decade of successful years on the field, Marafino's players praise his ability to connect with them not just as athletes, but as young adults.
He brings a lot. He's not just more of a coach, but he's also kind of like a father figure for us. Yeah, the team, we really look up to him. He's a good, not authority figure, but he's a good leader. He can get the job done without having to be, like the mean coach, but he's a good guy.
With only a few weeks left to go before the season begins, Coach Marafino feels very good about where his team is right now. He's just looking for a little bit more consistency with the bats. Then the Knights will be looking very good for the 2010 season. Reporting for the Sports Desk, I'm Brandon Ortega. Back to you, Bonnie.
Thanks, Brandon. So the Knights look to build on a few good ball players you saw in the story. Their losses, big ones at Kopi and A-Rob. Dominic Desert even got him out of a few jams with some good pitching. And AJ's brother, Tony, rarely let a ball get out to field at first base. The Warriors suffered growing pains last season due to a huge loss in starters. They have reason to believe they're back on their A game. Ashley Sandoval brings us an in-depth look into their new game plan in 2010.
It's baseball season at West, and the guys say you might notice something different this year.
There's just a great bond between all of us. We're all good friends, We've been playing together since we were little kids, and it's just that whole all-star team from when we were 12 just coming back and, reliving the same experience we had back then.
Oh, it's huge. It's to see them, hang out together off the field and to know that they really enjoy each other's company. You see it when they're playing out there.
In addition to chemistry, Coach Cueva says this year's team has more experience. They're hoping chemistry and experience will be a winning combination.
Not all the pressure's shared on one guy. It's like a team effort, and people are picking each other up, and it's a lot more happier atmosphere. And let's go get them atmosphere.
With a solid defense, Neer says the already experienced pitching staff has been working to further develop their skills.
We're still working with our command and our developing better pitches, throwing smart pitches, as our coach likes to call it. The right kind of pitch in the right situation. We're working with our catchers and pitchers on that. But we're gonna have a good staff this year. We got a lot of guys.
That will surely come in handy during league play this season. Cueva says they're looking at all the usual suspects to be top competitors.
PV, Maricosta, Peninsula, they'll be the tough ones, and we'll, every week it'll be a battle for us.
And unlike a lot of area coaches, Cueva isn't complaining about the recent rains.
Not at all. We use them as classroom days. We just go inside the classroom and, talk the mental aspect of the game. So it's been good, actually. It's been beneficial.
All the odds seem to be in their favor. We'll see if West can knock this season out of the park. Ashley Sandoval reporting for the Sports Desk.
We see near and far to Klosick. I'm sure Trevor's never heard of that before. Both of them are leading the Warriors' way. The biggest loss is Sean Warder, who is at Cal State Dominguez. There's no more time for anything else from the Diamond today, but next week we'll flip it to the Pioneer League race for the boys' baseball. Now it's your turn to let us know what the Sports Desk doesn't know. Give us a call at 310-618-5762. You can contact us at the Sports Desk at TorranceCA.Gov. You can also watch our shows online at the address on your screen. And don't forget that we're also on YouTube. So any show from 2010 on, you can go ahead and take a look at it on YouTube. And I got to take a quick moment to say good luck to all of the Torrance teams still left in the CIF mix. So until next time, have a good time.